Good morning, everyone. It's day 21. It's the final day. Well done to everyone for getting through 21 days of daily yoga. I hope it's felt like a fun challenge as well as quite a challenge. It's a big commitment, 21 days in a row. So I've put together a selection of my favourite movements to do in the morning, just to sort of give us a bit of a finale. The best morning movements. So we're going to start in child's pose. If you have a dog in your lap, you might have to move them first. So knees to be about as wide as your mat. Big toes to come towards each other, sinking the hips towards the heels, and then walk those hands away. Your forehead may or may not rest to the mat. Just allow yourself to settle here, find some stillness, and just allow the breath to start to move a little more deeply. As you inhale, let those fingertips crawl a little further away. And as you exhale, continue to sink the heels a little closer to the heels. And then take yourself one nice deep breath in. And then letting it all go, releasing everything as you melt the body down towards the mat. From there, allow your hands to walk in as you come to sit up onto the shins and just draw those knees a little bit close together. With the hands in front of you, draw the hands to the sky as you inhale. And then imagine you're holding on to a pull-up bar above you. And as you exhale, pull that down. Nice tight fists, squeezing shoulder blades together. And then opening your hands and your mouth wide, stretching the jaw, stretching the hands. And releasing them down. And then one more like that. Sweep the arms forward to the sky. Grab hold of that bar. As you exhale, pulling it down, bend the elbows, pinch the shoulder blades together. And then stretching out the fingertips, stretching out the jaw. Lovely. As you release down, allow yourself to tuck your toes underneath you. Stretching through the soles of the feet and maybe leaving the knees down if that feels enough for your feet. Or you could lift yourself up onto the balls and just allow your heels to draw some circles so you can feel the soles of the feet just limbering up a little bit, finding some movement. Lift those heels nice and tall. And then continue to lift those hips high as you come to a ragdoll fold. You can widen those feet a little bit. Let the knees stay bent, the head is nice and floppy, and the arms to either hang loose or you could cross them, just allowing the body to feel heavy, to allow those hamstrings to stretch. And then taking the hands behind your back and interlacing them into a fist, palms close together. Take a deep breath in as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift the fist away from the body. Let that head hang super loose. And find that openness into the shoulders, the front of the chest. And maybe just let that fist fall a little bit off to the right. And then all the way to the other side, a little bit off to the left. Big openness into the front of the chest. Take your last one here, breathing in. And then breathing out. Let the hands find the floor as you walk your way forwards into tabletop. Knees come to find the mat, shoulders over those wrists. And then moving through our famous cat and cow. Inhale, lift through that chest. Push your sit bones wide and high. Exhale as you round and hollow out the front of the body. Again, breathing in. And breathing out. Using that inhale, broadening chest. And using the exhale to broaden the back body. And then coming back towards neutral. And walking the hands a little bit off towards the right hand side. So almost if you're about to go diagonally off your mat. We're then going to move into puppy pose. So you can always go a little more or a little less far depending on how that feels. So forehead to come to rest to the floor. Arms reaching off ahead of you off to the right side. And that left side body feeling particularly long. Allow the chest to stay nice and heavy. You could even lift the forehead and rest more towards your chin. Sit bones are high and the chest is sinking low. And then take your last inhale. As you exhale, walk the hands just a little bit back in so you feel you're in control. Take your right arm, thread it underneath left armpit, coming down onto the side of the shoulder, side of the head, and then inhale, send that left arm to the sky, and exhale to thread it over your lower back. Maybe your fingertips can find your right thigh, or you could just leave the hand resting on the lower back. Turning that chest towards the left, holding the belly in, sending the twist all the way down towards the belly. Great, take your last inhale. And then exhale, unthread, push your way around with that left hand, and then walk your hands off towards the left side as you come pose off the other direction. Walk those hands away, sink down through the chest. Find somewhere to rest the head if you wish, or you could just hold it between your upper arms. And really breathe into that right side body. Use the inhale to make that side body a little longer. And continue to find heaviness as you exhale. Great, breathing in. And then a little walk back in to give yourself some space. Make sure you're coming onto the mat if you went a long way with your puppy pose. Thread left arm underneath right armpit. Inhale, right arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, thread it over the lower back. See if you can find that little half bind around the side of your left thigh. Feel that twist, that stretch in the back of the left side of the body. Feel like you're puffing that section out as you breathe in. Sinking down through the upper body as you breathe out. Lovely, then unravel that arm. Push your way back towards tabletop. From there, toes tuck under behind you, hips push into the sky. Find your way into down dog and have that little pedal out of the legs if you like, a sway of the hips. Maybe a nod and shake of the head. What else could we do here? Flubbering the lips. Just allowing anything that feels nice this morning. And then find some stillness, pushing those sit bones high, opening the armpits wide. And with the left leg, as you inhale, lift it to the sky for a three-legged dog. On the exhale, step that foot forwards between the hands at the top of the mat as you drop the back knee down. Toes stay tucked under. Think of arms coming forwards and high as you inhale, lifting up. Grab your pull-up bar as you exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open your arms like a cactus, and finally spin them back down towards the front foot. Same again. Inhale, arms go up and over, grab the bar. Exhale, widening elbows, squeezing down as you circle back towards the foot. And then last one like that. Inhale to rise, grabbing the bar, exhale, pulling it down. And then drawing the hands all the way back to the mat. As you draw your torso lightly upwards, so just come out of your lunge slightly, your back kneeling leg, kick the foot off towards the left-hand side as we come into our funky lunge. The left forearm to come onto the left thigh. And as you sink into the lunge towards the top of your mat, right arm comes up and over. You don't need to go far to feel this one. Roll the right chest back, gazing up. Great, take a nice deep breath in. And then on the exhale, the right hand is going to come down mat, placing it down, reach out through left toes as the left arm goes all the way up and over, rolling that chest up. And maybe the gaze can follow. Great, take a deep breath in, push the belly and chest a little forwards. And then float that left leg off the floor as you bend the knee. Hand in the sky comes to catch the foot behind your back for partridge pose, or at least tries to. If you get that foot, give it a kick behind you as your chest and belly push forwards, squeezing through left glutes. Great, deep breath in. And then release the foot, step it back to the top of the mat. I want you to sit your bum down onto your right heel, left toes are now up towards the sky. And then I want you to fold off between the legs in this diagonal direction. Fingertips to come to the mat. It might not be very far depending on how hamstrings are feeling this morning. Keeping these left toes to the sky and allowing your side body to stay feeling long. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale to fold. As you walk your hands all the way back in, we're coming to face the back of the mat. So hands come down, turn yourself to face backwards as you push your hips to the sky and into down dog. Bit of a mandala flow this morning. Broaden those shoulder blades, press those thighs back. With your right leg, as you inhale, lift it to the sky, three-legged dog. On the exhale, step it between the hands, drop the back knee to the floor, toes stay tucked. Arms then sweep forwards and high. Inhale, grab your bar. Exhale, pull those arms down as you broaden through the chest. Sweep the arms forwards and then inhale again all the way up to the sky, up and over. Grabbing the bar as you exhale, squeeze through your shoulder blades. Last one, arms come forwards, arms go high as you inhale. Exhale, broadening the body to the sky. As you release those arms back towards forwards, draw yourself slightly out of the lunge. Kick that back foot off to one side so it's off behind you. Forearm onto this right thigh. Lunge towards the right foot as the left arm comes up and over. And you can gaze under the arm or just keep your neck straight. Inhale, lengthen this left side body. Exhale. And then a nice big inhale. Come all the way up. Left hand comes to, well, back to the front of the mat, I guess. Right arm is then up and over alongside the ear. But instead of thinking sort of side plank shape, think of wild thing shape. Turn your chest up. Turn the hips a little up if they will. And really open that top right side of the body. Breathing in. And then breathing out, float the right leg, bend the knee, hand tries to find the foot. As you give it a kick out behind you, the foot moves back as the chest and the belly move forwards. Great, last one, inhale. And then exhale, release the foot, pop it back where it came from. As you sit your bum down onto your left heel, get those right toes up towards the sky. You're then going to fold between this shape between the legs, lengthen the lower body. And as you exhale, let the hands come forwards. Focus your attention into the lower belly, lower back. Create length there. Send that length forwards. Great, final breath. As you exhale, draw your body upright, coming back to face the top of the mat. Hands come to the floor, push your hips to the sky and back into downward facing dog. Great, with the right leg this time, inhale, send it to the sky. On the exhale, step the foot forwards between the hands. Doesn't have to be a particularly long stride. I'm going to stay into a high lunge. So I want you to draw your body nice and tall, find your balance, sink into the hips. Now make sure you've got a bit of space in front of you. This is one of my favorite exercises. Your hands are going to come in front of your chest. You're going to transition your weight onto your right leg. As you karate kick, that leg out in front of you, and then step it back. Now you've got a little time, so 4 or 5 kicks. I want you to powerfully kick that foot forwards as you then step it back and kick away anything that you don't want in your life. Any of your frustrations, anything that needs to be got rid of, kick it away as you take your last one. Heel pushes forwards, foot steps back, and then drop that back knee to the floor. Turn the front foot ever so slightly outwards and the left hand comes to the mat. Right arm is then going to spin all the way up and over to come to catch that foot behind you, and think of letting this front knee fall away. So coming onto the knife edge of the foot. Drawing that heel perhaps a little closer in towards your bum. Sinking the pelvis down towards the mat. Great, last inhale. Use the exhale, softly let that foot go. Hands to the floor, lift the knee, step the foot back into down dog. Opening out those armpits, softening across the face. And then left leg leads, inhale to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forwards, doesn't have to go too far, makes the balance harder if it's a very long stride. And then rising your way up into that high lunge. And then have some fun with it, guys. Hands in front of chest. Gonna come forwards, power that heel foot in front of you, and then land it back. Inhale, kick, and step it back. Last couple. Yeah, you can make sound effects if you like, it's actually quite fun. Last two. Stepping back, and then last one. And all the way back. Maybe it's just me that enjoys that. Drop that back knee down, turn the front foot a little bit outwards. Right hand comes down, and as you inhale, left arm goes all the way up and over. Catching that foot, or trying to. You could always take this pose without holding the back foot. As you roll the left knee out and away from you. That gets the heart rate moving, that's for sure. Drawing heel towards bum. Bum runs away from heel. Great, take your last breath in. And then exhale, releasing that foot. This time your hands can just come a little further forwards. Back foot's going to come in to match the front foot. So you're coming into your Yogi Squat, your Malasana. Elbows to drive those thighs wide. Trying to keep the heels down and the weight into the little toe edges of the feet. And you can either stay still, or perhaps you might enjoy a little rock, left to side, left to right, finding a little bit more space within the hips. Great, take a deep breath in. And then breathing out, just let your hands come to the floor so you can lower down onto your shins. A couple of options. We're going to have a little go at supported headstand, or if you would prefer, take a tripod headstand. If you'd like to take any other pose now, you're very welcome. Child's pose, a happy baby. If you'd like to try your supported headstand, hands come to hold your biceps to make sure that your elbows are under your shoulders. Interlace your hands in front of you and maybe just tuck your little finger out the way so that you can push that fist down without squishing it. Top of the head to the mat, so we're looking towards our toes. Now broaden through your shoulder blades and push into your elbows as if you're trying to lift your head off the mat. Toes tuck under, hips lift to the sky, and walking those toes in as much as we can. This is our half headstand. You might choose to want to stay here for a couple of breaths rather than coming fully upside down. If you want to go further, one heel draws in towards your bum, compress the belly towards the thigh. See if you can roll those hips a little higher, a little further back, as the second heel comes to pull in. If you have a confident practice, you can go anywhere else that you like from here. If you want to do it in front of a wall or front of a sofa, that's a nice place to learn. Otherwise, perhaps you're in your half headstand with feet on the floor. And then you can bring yourself down. Dropping your knees, taking your time to bring your bum down to your heels as you come into a little closed shaped child's pose, so arms alongside the body, forehead resting. Take a couple of deep breaths as you think of puffing your back up towards the sky and sinking the body weight towards the thighs. You can then roll the body all the way up so that you can spin your shins around to draw them out in front of you. Feet onto the mat, have some space behind you. Arms reach forwards, chin to the chest, tailbone is tucked, and slowly unraveling your way down to the mat. And then stepping your feet out, but just before you find complete stillness, I want you to completely tense everything. So pointing toes, squeezing glutes, holding abs in, make fists, screw up your face, find as much tension as you can. Take a deep breath in with all this tension. And then as you exhale, let it all go. Let those feet fall out. Let the face release. Just find softness from head to toe. Taking these last few moments to listen to the breath move. And then reawaken your body with a deep breath in. And find some movements. The knees draw in towards the chest. And then softly finding your way back to a comfortable cross-legged seat. With your final breath in, circle those arms back to the sky. And your final breath out to lower the hands to the belly and the chin down towards the chest. You did it, guys! 21 days of yoga. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. What a journey. And I hope it's been a nice way for you to spend these 21 days, whether you've been in a national lockdown or not. I hope it's been beneficial for you one way or another. Because of the amount of people that I've had that have sent me messages saying how much they've loved this morning yoga routine, I'm starting what I'm calling the morning club. I'm going to be taking a morning class via Zoom once a week and recording it so that everyone that's not doing the classes live because of time zones or schedules, you still have the opportunity to do that class at a time that suits you. I put all the details either on my Instagram or my website, and I've put the website link below the video already, so you can go and check it out if you'd like to. But something perhaps you've started yourself a new habit, a nice healthy habit that you want to try to continue with, so I'd love to have you join me. Do let me know if you have any questions in the comments or in the chat box, and I hope you enjoy your yoga moving forwards, whether it be morning yoga, whether it be other classes. I hope that it's been a nice 21 days and that Penny's given you a little bit of entertainment as well. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I hope to see you guys online soon.